Hello, Pamela Spence, medical herbalist here, and these are my clinic notes for the week. So in Scotland, we've just done week 1 of the school holidays, and lots of distractions going on. Lots of people talking about distractions this week, and I know friends down south in England, you're just about to hit the school holidays in the next couple of weeks. Being distracted. I was talking to my coach about this. I work with somebody every month because I really believe that in order to be an effective practitioner, I need to continually develop my tools in my box and challenge myself to do better. And then I can take that experience and feed it back to my patients. So we were talking about ways of not feeling overwhelmed, because I find that the way I work is that I really enjoy hours at a stretch to settle myself down. I'm kind of like a dog going into a new house. You know, they have to go round everything and kind of do circles, and then eventually they will settle in their place and they're there for a while. It's a bit like how I work. It's just kind of how my brain runs. So I tend to go through my stuff I need to do, and I'll check emails, and I'll make myself comfortable, and I might make myself a cup of tea, and I might get up and down several times, and then I settle, and I really need several hours to go deep on a topic. This is obviously if I'm not in clinic. If I'm in clinic, it's calls every half hour or hour if it's a new patient, and I'm present for that. But when it comes to sitting down and doing the sort of planning behind the scenes, writing, teaching stuff, that's what I need, is undisturbed hours. And I had a bit of a panic on the other day when I realised it's going to be the middle of August before I get some undisturbed hours again. And so I was talking to my coach about ways of managing that feeling of overwhelm. And like I say, it's really nothing... It's not rocket science, but sometimes it's so simple, such simple steps that we haven't looked at them. So the plan that we devised was for me literally to map out my summer, because what I find is if I feel very split like that, then I'm not very present in any moment of the day. So when I'm being mum, I'm feeling like, I'm not getting my work done, I should be working. And when I'm at work, I'm feeling like, oh my God, I'm not spending time with my child. You know, this is summer holidays and I want to make it special. And so the way for me to help that is to chunk down my days. And that might sound awfully boring to some of you. But what it physically does is it allows my brain to know what it's meant to be doing at any point in the day. And it stops it from worrying about what I'm forgetting or what I ought to be doing. So if I find myself, because what that does then is it triggers off anxiety and it triggers off this stress feeling. And then I can either be really grumpy or a bit disengaged with, particularly with family, or, you know, if I feel like I'm being interrupted. So I need to take away that feeling of being interrupted, which, let's face it, is kind of what summer holiday is going to be about. So chunking my days down so that at any point when I feel that tension, I usually get it kind of in my solar plexus, that tension, physical tension, then I can just say, hang on a minute, and I go and literally look at my schedule and decide which one of me I'm supposed to be in that moment. Am I being mum? Are we doing, you know, a completely off day? Yesterday I had a day off work. I don't usually have a full day off on Wednesday. It's my day of catching up and writing and organising classes and my online stuff. So to not be at my desk felt really odd. And we were having a lovely day doing several different things, but I could feel that tension rise. What should I be doing? And it's like, no, I shouldn't be doing anything. I'm doing the right thing. So a quick check, and I could see, like, I've blocked it out as kind of mum day or fun day or whatever it is. There is nothing to be done on that day. And on other days, I've blocked out the sections where I need to be working. That works for me. Maybe it will work for you. I hope that helps a little bit. And the reason this is really important, what on earth has this got to do with herbs anyway, is because it's got to do with your nervous system. So if you're feeling that tension, that distractedness, and you're not able to be present, one, you're not getting a break and a rest. And we talked about that last week. So if you missed that, on the YouTube channel, go back to last week. So we were talking about the importance of getting a break, and sort of, even if we can't get away this year still as we might like, breaking the rules of our normal schedule, or what has become normal, in order to give ourselves both a physical but also a mental break, because we don't know what's coming, and we may need resilience again coming towards the end of the year. We just don't know what the winter will bring. So it's a very bad idea to work through unless you absolutely have to. And if you absolutely have to, then my absolute sympathies. Take care of yourself in every way that you can. But it's a very bad idea to try to just keep going through the summer, because maybe our summer plans are not as they normally would, and not take a break, because you will deplete your resilience for another year. And then going into the winter, when don't know what's going to happen, maybe we need some resilience this winter, maybe things won't be quite back to normal, or we have a setback, you've got nothing in the tank to fall back on. So one is, if you're not being able to reduce this stress levels of must be busy, must be doing something, must be missing something, because for me it's that I can't concentrate. So if I lose my train of thought because I get interrupted, I forget what it is I have to do, and then I just have this train of worry in the background. Welcome to the innards of my head. I have this train of worry in the background that I've forgotten to do something. So yeah, so one is, if you do that, if you don't do that, you're not getting to rest properly. And the second thing is about just switching off that fight or flight reaction, because even that chronic concern about, what am I missing, or not being present, will flip your brain into fight or flight. It will be low level. This is not a tiger we're fighting, but this is just this sense that things are not right. And as I always say, our bodies have not changed much since we lived in caves. So the feeling of things not being right will trigger this fight or flight response, this chronic stress. So then you get the knock-on effect to your mood and your digestion and your immunity, and all these things that we've talked about so many times in clinic notes get turned down. They don't function optimally. And if you continue on that train for too long, then you end up with some symptoms breaking through. Or maybe you have a chronic health condition like IBS or anxiety or eczema or psoriasis or skin stuff that gets worse when you're stressed. It will start to flare up is the next step. So it's really important. So if you can just take a sheet, here's my very messy, I'm quite sure this will be running the wrong way for you guys. Here's my very messy sheet. Look, there's my weeks blocked out. I've just done it on a scrap of paper, and I'm just adding to that what I'm going to do. There's no high tech required here. It's just about letting your brain know it's okay. You're meant to be doing this right now. And then what I find is, especially in days off or mum time or fun time, whatever you want to term that, I literally sink into that, and I can really enjoy it knowing there's nothing I'm missing. And that turns on the rest, relax, digest nervous system response, and then I get benefit from it, right? So it's all about how can we benefit ourselves out of this summer. The other thing I'm doing herb-wise is I'm avoiding caffeine right now, or only taking it very occasionally. I have put ashwagandha with Withenia somnifera in my current mix, because that helps me to stop that overthinking, and California poppy as well. And if you found this, you may have found this video several different places. It's housed on YouTube, but if you go to my Instagram, which is Pamela Spence Herbalist, look for the picture of the California poppy that I just harvested. And it's now tincturing, and it is the brightest, most beautiful velvety orange little flower, and you'll see a picture of it on my Instagram there. You can see it freshly harvested from the herb garden and sitting in its Kilner jar, because it was a small harvest this year. It's the first harvest we've been able to do with California poppy, but that's another one, really helps with overthinking. That would be me, so it really suits my constitutional type. Anyway, at that I shall leave it for this week. I hope that you're well wherever you are. I hope you're managing to get a little bit of a vitamin D top up in the sunshine. I am not having clinic. I'm off for the next 2 weeks. A week commencing 5th of July and 12th of July. I'm not having clinic, so there will be no clinic notes for the next 2 weeks, and I look forward to picking up with you after that. Take care.